morning, everyone. Hello, hello. How are you this fine day? It's so nice out. Yay! And it's the last day of May, which means tomorrow's June 1st, which means regulations change, which means we can be outside for fitness. So, yay! But for now, we are going to do a ball class inside. Yay! And if you're here to join me, excellent. Let's just start with some nice big inhales and stretches and bends. How are you feeling after the weekend? Probably pretty good. It was such a nice weekend for getting outside. So I'm sure you did something fun. I hope you did something fun. Let's do some shoulder rolls here. Speaking of fun, I don't know. Okay, big shoulder rolls back, and then we'll take it forward, around. So if you did the class, the ball class, it is a ball class today. I hope you know that from the email I sent and from several emails. Anyway, if you don't have a ball, go and get one. Otherwise, I think you can do most of these without a ball. Really, not all of them, but if you're really keen to do a workout and you're here and you don't have a ball, well, we will figure it out. You will figure it out. But I suspect you have a ball. Anyway, what I was going to say was, if you did the class last week on Wednesday and Friday, I'm just going to change it just a little bit, add a few things, take a few things out, but it'll be basically the same. How did you find those wall sits? My legs were quite tired after the whole 2-minute wall sit, plus the 1-minute wall sit after that. And also the other one that I felt was where we were holding the ball like this. Felt it here, so maybe you did too. Okay, let's go forward with our arms. We're bringing backs of hands toward each other. Let's even squat down into it. Squat down and open up. Well, I changed it already. Well, the backs of hands together is still the same. Open up. Backs of hands, open up. So when you're stretching here, you're really squeezing shoulder blades and back. And we'll do another warm-up for that too. Might as well. Okay, last one here. Yeah, the other one I was thinking is this one, where we are keeping our hips pointing forward if possible. We're going to reach across and then squeeze shoulder blades and back, reach across the other way. Squeeze in back, reach and squeeze, reach. I'm squeezing twice actually, and across. Good, squeeze, across. Excellent. You feeling revved and ready for this morning? Or today, or whenever you decide to do the workout? Good. It's nice to do it in the morning and then have the rest of the day to do other fun things. Let's do one more on each side. Across, squeeze in back, and across the other way. And squeeze in back. Good. Okay. Shake out those arms. Let's take a wide stance, and we'll just go side to side. Our toes are pointing forward, and we're just going side to side. Side to side. Then let's come into the middle, hands on knees, and then you're just straightening your legs and bending them again. Straighten and bend. Just getting those hamstrings a little bit, and then let's swivel so that we are in a split stance, and then we're dropping our knee and reaching up with our arms. Oops. And not falling, ideally. Drop down, reach up. As you reach up, think about your shoulder blades dropping down your back. Here's the last one here. So think about shoulder blades dropping down. So your shoulders drop down from your ears. And then bring your hands down to your hips. And pulse a little bit. Just little pulses here. Okay, and then let's come on. Walk that back foot in. Come on to your front heel. And we will sweep on down. Toes are pointing up. This front leg is straight, and your back is also straight. So not rounded, straight back. Straight back. One more time, and then the front foot is the one that's going to become the top of a T with your feet, okay? T with your feet, reach down to that T, and then step back and sweep your arm back. I'll show you from the side. Reach down and then sweep back. You can step back into as big or as small a step as you like, or somewhere in between. The old Goldilocks. Somewhere in between is often the best. Last one, and then let's leave that foot here, and then we'll be in the right position for our split stance again. And this time we have our other leg in front. Hopefully that worked out for you. You want to make sure you have your other foot in front this time as you drop down and reach up. Up, up, up. So it looks like it's going to be a beautiful week. Summer-y. I think they said 30 on Thursday or Wednesday, maybe both. Very nice for everyone who's been waiting for that. Let's bring our hands down to our hips. We're always waiting for summery weather. And let's tip here a little bit, little pulses. Okay, and then we're going to walk our back foot in. Come onto our front heel, and then reach up and sweep down. Up and down. Really reach, and then really sweep down low. We'll just do 2 more. This is our last one. Okay, and then the foot that's in front becomes the top of the T with your feet. Okay, we're going to reach down and then step back and sweep back. Maybe you're wondering why we're not using a ball to warm up. Well, because we'll get lots of ball in the next 50 minutes or so. So I figured we could just warm up like this. And over. Okay. Let's do a couple of leg runs, and then I think we'll be ready to jump right into things. Let's just start with ankles. I was going to say hip, but let's start with ankles. So we're doing ankle circles. Backing up so you can see my feet. In case you don't know what ankle circles are. It's possible. Let's go the other direction with that same foot. Round and around, and then we're going to move up to our knee joint. So, whoops, requires a little bit of balance. Just warming up the knee joints. So, lower legs swinging like a pendulum. Okay, and then we're going to take it up to the hip joint. Every time I try to look, I fall over. So I'm just going to look straight ahead. If you need to hold on to a little something, please do. Try to keep your upper body still. Okay, so you don't have to go super high in front or in back. Just enough to warm up. Okay, and then we'll go side to side. We don't often do this one, but let's do it today. It's especially hard with nothing to hold on to. So, see how you feel about that. Okay, and then last thing on this leg, we're going to go around. Okay, so I'm circling, I'm doing exterior rotation, or external, I should say. External rotation, kind of opening up the hip joint here. And then we'll go the other direction, bringing our leg in toward the midline of our body. So internal rotation. And around we go. Don't look at me too closely because I'm wobbly. Very wobbly. Don't want to make you fall over. Last one, and then we're going to switch legs. Okay, so get yourself nice and sturdy on that standing leg, and we will start, as we did on the other side, with ankle circles. Try to make a nice big circle, drawing a circle with your toes. And then let's draw it the other way. Round and around. Nice, and then we're going to move up to knee. So I'm going to turn so I don't kick the wall. So I don't think we need any weights today. I don't think I used weight. Oh, maybe because I changed it today a little bit, we'll do some upper body. So you might want weights for that. But otherwise, we don't really need them. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, I haven't been using a mat, but, and I haven't given us a break for a drink, I don't think, during these classes. So if you need a drink, if and when, just please go get one. Don't wait for me. You can always pause things, or you can just grab a drink and miss a rep or two. Sorry, I'm just kicking across, falling over. That's all right. Okay, we're going to change it anyway. We're going to go into our external rotation. You can also do this one like this, tap in front, tap in back. Then you get the external and internal rotation. Or you can do them separately. This one requires a little more balance, I think, because you're, not touching the ground in between. Let's go the other way. Okay, around with your hip. Excellent. Okay, last one. All right, shake it out. Ready to go? Well, of course you're ready to go. Here you are. We've already been going, but now we're getting into the full meat of the workout. So we'll take our ball. Hopefully yours has enough air and not too much air. Should give a little bit, right? Yeah, but not too much. You don't want to be hitting the ground when you sit down, and you don't want to be springing off when you try to sit down. I think you've got it right. Okay, reverse lunge and lean is what we're doing. So we are going to step back, squeeze the ball up top, and lean over to the side of the front leg. That was my demo one. Now let's do them for you. Step back, lean to the side of the front leg, and back to the start. Up, push your hands together to make it extra work for your upper body. Lean over. Good. And again, these lunges can be as big or as small as you like, right? You can step way back, or you can just step a little back, which is what I'm doing right here. Okay? Or farther back. Whatever works for you today on this lovely Monday morning. Oops. Wrong. I had to look down to see which leg was in front. Over to the side. Up and up. Squeeze the ball between your hands here. Push your palms toward each other and lean. How many more should we do? Let's do 2 on each side. So here's 1 and 2 and 1 and very last one right here, up and over. Good. Okay. Put the ball down for a sec. You feel those here in your pectoral muscles? I definitely do. But we're going to feel them some more because we're doing a pectoral squeeze. So we're taking the ball out about shoulder height and just pressing together. So if you want to make it a little more challenging, stand on one leg as you do it. And squeeze. Okay, getting those chest muscles. Again, I glance at myself and it looks like I'm doing nothing, but I can certainly feel these ones. I'm switching legs. Maybe you want to as well. Squeeze, trying to hold it out straight. Okay, squeeze. This makes me think of that Oktoberfest competition where they get people to hold 2 steins of beer for as long as they can, like this. And the world record, I believe, is shorter than you'd think because it's kind of hard to hold your arms out here, as I'm discovering. Okay, we're going to go into a biceps one. So we start here, same thing, but we're just going to curl in. Okay, curl in. I know it doesn't look like much, but make sure you're squeezing this way and then squeezing this way, okay? So here we go. And if you want to make it harder, again, a little more challenging, stand on one leg. Okay, so just bending that ball into your nose. Whoops, and I'm falling over. Squeeze hands together. So you'll get pecs and you'll get biceps. Okay, squeeze, and then let's switch the leg we're standing on, or you can stay on 2 feet if that feels better, because you can't really hold on to a wall with this one. As your hands are busy curling in. One more time, and then we give our arms a little break. Do you guys feel those ones? Is that just me? Okay, with my weekly your little chest muscles. All right, we are going to go into a side lunge and reach. So I'm just making sure I have enough room on either side. We're going to step over, and I'm just moving the ball so you can see, really sit into this knee. Other leg is straight. Knee is behind toes. Okay, and then come on up, back to the center, and we can go whatever you want to do with the ball and bring it down to the side. Okay, here we go. Up and over, down to the side, and around. Is that kind of dizzying, my giant pink ball flashing past? Push down. If you want to make it more upper arm related to, press down with your top hand, press back up with your bottom hand. So resist every time you're pressing down here as you sit into it. Good. Roll it around. We might as well keep going. I happened to glance at the clock when we started, and we were at 40 seconds right here. Should we do another 20? Might as well. Sure. Let's do it. Side lunge. Really sit into it and try to keep that other leg straight. Around. Sit down into it. 5 more seconds. Around. And here we go. And that's your last one. Excellent. All right, put the ball down for a second. So this is where I was going to change it. I think we're going to go right into, although you know what, let's do one squat thing. So that is the one where we have our heel on the ball. A little bit tricky because the ball's going to want to move. We are focusing on the leg that's on the ground. You could use weights here too if you wanted, or you can just press in with your hands together. Okay, so focus on this leg that's on the floor. That's the one we're squatting into. Squat into it. Maybe try to keep that ball still. Or I guess you could push it away. You could also push it away if you want. And pull it back in. Just to add to things. Make it exciting. Thrilling? Almost. Okay, let's do one more. That was the one more. Now we're going to squat. Same thing, but we're going to try to lift our foot. It's on the ball, and we're going to try to bring it back down onto the ball. What do you think? Squat and lift. Squat and lift. The leg that's on the floor, you are really trying to keep your knee lined up over your toes and behind your toes. Okay, so your knee is going straight down and it's staying behind your toes. So it really, you need to push your hips back. Hinge at the hips, push your rear end back. Okay, we can probably stop because that was even more than a minute. I happened to notice. Get so busy talking, honestly. All right, see if you can get your ball in a good spot where you can have your foot on it. Let's focus on this leg. Down we go, and up again. Down and up. If you want to push the ball out while you squat down, you can do that. Push it out, pull it back in. This is kind of a combination of another exercise that we did Wednesday and Friday last week that I was going to cut out, so we might as well add in the little pushing out since we are doing a different exercise instead of that one. Okay. All right, are you ready for a foot lift? So let's go down, and as we come up, we lift our foot and bring it back to the ball. Down, lift your foot. It is challenging because the ball moves. But I think you're up for this challenge. I know you are, because you're here. So let's do it. Up. 2 more. This is one already. Whoops. My ball said that was the last one. I think. This is the last one. And up. Excellent. And then don't trip on your ball, please. And my ball is going to the wall because it knows somehow that we are going to do a wall sit. So this was our big 2-minute one. You think you're up for 2 minutes today? My legs are tired. Busy weekend of fun stuff. Okay, So feet are shoulder width apart or thereabouts. And we're gonna walk on down. Walk on down until your knees are maybe 90 degrees. Maybe less, I don't know, maybe more, right? It's up to you. So I did look at where we started the clock, so I'm all ready. Let's press our lower back in. Okay, try to roll your shoulders back, and then let's do heel lifts. Heel lifts, and if you care to try the challenge move of lifting one leg right off the floor, we'll do that in a little bit. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We can also add some arm lifts. Pretend that you're pulling something heavy off the floor. That was me really pretending. Okay, if during this 2 minutes, that's a long time, if your legs get tired, just come up a little bit. Give them a little shake. Come back down when you're ready, okay? Or stay up, it's totally up to you. Okay, we've already done 1 minute. So, still doing some heel lifts maybe? We're gonna do this 2-minute one and we're gonna do one more 1-minute one. Just so you know what you're in for. So, we're all ready. Yes. 15 seconds into the second minute, so just keep holding on. Okay, then I think we should try a 1 foot one. If you want to, I like to move my feet in a little closer together and then try to lift one leg. Okay, this is the challenge move. You don't have to do it. It's the bonus move. Is your lower back still pressed into the ball? I always go like this, but I'm talking about lower back and middle back and upper back. Just try to press them all into the ball. Are you trying the one-legged thing too? Maybe. If not, keep doing heel lifts because we only have 10 more seconds. And then we will be done and we are going to roll our ball up the wall in about 3, 2, 1 seconds. Nice. Nicely done. Shake it out a little bit. Shake those legs. We'll change it to an upper body one, which is triceps. So you're going to have your hands kind of close together, maybe like this. Okay, so thumbs close to each other. The ball is about chest height. And we're just going to lean into it. And the ball will roll down the wall. Elbows will point toward the floor. It looks like this. And then you go up. You have to trust that the ball is going to stay where you want it and not shoot out from underneath you. I think I have trust issues with my fitness ball. I always feel like it's going to go out from under my hands, but it's fine. So, chest or shoulder height, roll it down the wall as you lean in. Okay, the farther back you stand, the harder it's going to be. And the closer your hands are together, the more you'll feel it in your triceps. So, choose your level. We're going to do 3 more. Sure, that sounds good to me. Here's 1, and just 2 more. Here's 2. Want to try to hold the last one? Okay, sure, let's do it. Hold this last one here. Can you hold it here? Hold it, hold it, hold it. Breathe. Are your elbows pointing toward the floor? Good, and let's come up. Nice, okay. Back to the legs. For 1 minute, we are also going to do upper body here. We're going to try some angel slides. So, all right, ball is in your lower to mid back. Let's sit on down. Okay, so what was I going to say here? Oh yes, I know. We don't have a wall to guide us, but we're trying to get our shoulders back. Okay, so lower back, middle back, probably touching the ball, shoulders rolled back. And then let's take our arms 90 degrees and let's just go up and down, up and down. You have lots of room because there's no wall in the way. If there were a wall right there, maybe the backs of your hands would be touching it. Maybe not. That's why it's fun to do this one against the wall, because then you can kind of tell how close your hands are and whether one shoulder is maybe a little bit more mobile than the other, which would not be surprising in the least, because we all have our little differences from one side to the other. Okay, let's just go up and down a few more times, 5 more seconds, and that'll be a full minute right there. So bring your arms down, bring your legs up, shake them out. Good. Okay, the last one against the wall here is the plank. So this is where you might want a mat. You might want to just do it on the floor. That is a beautiful thing. If you want to have the ball, if you want to use the ball, you can jam it into a corner so that it's not moving. You can put it against the wall so it's kind of stable, or you can have it out in the middle of the room and give it a try that way. That's what I'm going to try. Okay, yes, forearms on the ball, chest not on the ball. Okay, forearms. And you can try it on hands, I guess. Ooh. I'm going to do forearms. Ready? Okay, so 1 minute, whatever kind of plank you want to do. If you need to take a break, come down. Just come on down. Okay, bring your knees down. Whenever you need to. If this is not challenging enough, you can either move the ball away from the wall, or maybe you can move the ball a bit underneath you. Just a little bit. Just enough to make those little stabilizing muscles have to do some work. Some more work. Okay, if you feel this in your lower back, lift your hips a little bit. That's what I'm doing right here. Lifting my hips, okay, or keep them down. Whatever you, just try not to sag like this, okay? Think about a straight line from head to heels. Again, this is where, because I'm not there to show you exactly, a mirror works well. A mirror can show you. As you know, they're brutally honest. 5 more seconds. And hold on, and then come on down. Come on down. Well done. Good. Let's go into lying over the ball. Just a little stretch here. So just drape yourself over the ball. Okay, and just feel that point where you're kind of equally draped top to bottom, so you feel a bit of a stretch in your lower back. Feels kind of nice. And then just roll off and come on up. I think this is where we are. Yes, we are going to do some prone kind of things, face down kind of things. So hopefully you don't feel your breakfast too much. But if you don't care for these lying on the ball ones, well, actually the first one you can do without the ball anyway if you want to. It's this one where you're doing wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and then you're kicking one arm and one leg out. So if you want to do that just on the floor, you can certainly do that. If you want to try it with the ball underneath you, try that. So I'm not sure. I think I need to have a wider stance with my feet to make this one work on the ball, because otherwise one side seems to work better than the other for whatever reason. What do you find? I'm just trying to lift one arm and one leg so that I have a straight line from hand to toe or heel. Is that working for you? Opposite arm and leg, in case you're falling over and you're wondering why it's not working, you might be doing the same side. So opposite arm and leg, coming up, then coming down. Try to hold them a little bit. Again, you can do this without the ball underneath you. You'd be kneeling down. Falling over. Okay, last one. Call it the last one. Come off for a second. Did you need to get a mat to put under your ball? Because, well, we're not kneeling quite yet, but we will be. So, anyway, get a mat if you need one. Get a drink too if you need one. So we're going to be over the ball for a few things. We're going to do, what are we going to do? Double heel lift. So just lifting our feet up to hip height. And then we're going to do scissor legs. And then we're going to do flutter kick. Okay? We'll do those twice. So 30 seconds each. And we'll take a little break in between so you can breathe. You're ready? So let's go over the ball. The ball is kind of in our lower pelvis. We're just going to do leg lifts. So double leg lifts. Just up to hip height. Squeeze your glutes to lift your legs. Squeeze your glutes. Hopefully this is okay on your lower back. Okay, and also on your wrists. I don't think there's a ton of weight on your wrists, so there shouldn't be, because the ball is supporting you really. Your hands are kind of there for balance more than anything. Lifting up for 5 more seconds, and then we're going to change it. Actually, let's keep our legs high right here and go into scissor legs. Scissor legs, so as wide as you can go, and then, whoops, cross in the middle. And again, probably not a lot of weight on your hands. I hope not, because I know some of us have wrist issues. So you should be nice and supported by the ball. Actually, you can also do these without the ball if you just want to lie on the floor and do scissor legs. If you don't like that feeling of a big ball on your stomach. Okay, we're going into flutter kick. This one is a little bit harder to do on the floor, but still possible. They're all possible. So keep it going. Let's go. Straight legs, pointed toes. Are you doing that? Straight legs, pointed toes, getting across the pool. Okay, I don't know why I have my shoes on to swim, but you know, we're pretending. Here we go, kick, 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 and you are there. Excellent. So come on off, give your stomach a little break. I'm going to switch around. We're going to do those one more time. So double leg lifts, scissor legs, flutter kick. Ready? Let's go in about 10 seconds here. Just give my back and my front a little stretch. And let's go over the ball. You ready? Here we go. So leg lifts, double leg lifts. We're just coming up to hip height. You can point your toes. I hope I left myself enough room for scissor kicks. Just coming up and up. Trying to stay stable on the ball. Not going sliding anywhere. Good. Up, up, up. A few more times. Actually, about 5 more seconds, and then we'll leave our legs up and do scissor kicks. Right here. Up, scissor kicks. Wide as you can go, narrow as you can go. And alternate which leg is on top. How are you doing? We will have finished these in another 45 seconds or so. Just the flutter kick to go. 10 more seconds of scissor legs. Out and in, out and in. And then we're going to swim across the pool the long way. You ready? Here we go. Flutter kicks. Okay, really try to point your toes and kick, kick, kick. Little kicks, straight legs. No bend in your knee. You know how to swim. Go, go, go. See if you can go even faster. Faster for the last 10 seconds, because that's where we are. Let's go, go, go. Last 5 seconds. And 2, and 1. And roll it off. Nice. How's that feel? Good? Okay, good. We have one more prone one, but this time the ball isn't under your belly, it's under your legs, because we are going to pull ourselves in. I'll just show you what I mean. So you can start behind the ball and roll yourself over it. There's going to be a little more weight on your hands here, so try to spread it out into your fingertips. You can pull the ball in like this, okay? Closer to your body with the ball makes it a little easier. Okay, farther away on your shins makes it a little harder. Okay, so why don't you join me now? Come on in. Do some ball roll-ins. If you're feeling crazy, you can add a push-up. I'm never sure whether I'll get back up. So if you want to do a push-up every time, you can certainly do that. If you want to move the ball even farther back to your feet, you can do that too. And if you want to try one more challenge move, because why not? It's the pike. Woo, up and down. Oh, and there's one more you can try if you want. Foot on, other foot, and then pull in. Wait, where did you put that foot? I can't remember. Pull in, oh yeah. There was a pull in and a twist. Oh, how are you doing? Do you wish I would just stop talking and finish this up? Okay. I agree. Let's finish. Let's do 5 more seconds. You good? Hands are good? And we are done here, so bring your knees down or dismount in some fashion that doesn't involve you crashing to the ground. Good. All right. Nicely done. I don't think you have to come standing up, but if you want to, here we are. Actually, you might want to stand up if you want to get weights for the next set of exercises. So I think I'll get some. Why not? They're sitting right here. So, okay. I didn't say it at the beginning of class because I think you already know, but if you want to be nice and stable on the ball when you're sitting on the ball, which is going to be now, take your feet wide. Really wide equals really stable. Really narrow equals a little more wobbly. Okay, so choose where you want to be. We're going to start sitting on the middle of the ball. Weights in our hand. So why did I put them back there? I don't know. Good question. I'm going to get them. Oh, sorry. And if you need to fix your shoelaces there, then do that now. Okay, here's what we are going to do. Start sitting in the middle of the ball. Weights are on your hip, and then, or they can be up here, and you're just going to walk your feet out. Walk, walk, walk until the ball is supporting your head and your upper back and your neck. Okay, hips are up, so you're pressing into your heels, and let's do chest presses. You ready? Up we go. Press up. How's that working for you? Check your glutes. Your chest presses probably look lovely, but you want to make sure that you're pressing up with your hip bones. Squeeze your glutes. Maybe your knees want to squeeze a little bit toward each other as well. Not so they're touching, just so they're working. Okay, we're going to change it. Let's go up and let's drop one arm to the side at a time. With these ones, I want you to be able, please, to see the weight even as it goes sideways. You should be able to see it out of the corner of your eye. Okay, so I just don't want you to drop it too far. So you should be able to see it in your peripheral vision. Is that working? Good. And how are the hips? Are you still squeezing your glutes? Pressing into your heels? Let's do one more each side. And then come back up to the center and let's go back. Okay, we're taking straight arms back. This is the tricky one. You want to keep your core nice and strong and bring your arms back up. Straight arms overhead and back. Make sure that you're holding your core nice and strong. You're not hurting your back. Okay, this isn't really triceps. This is the lats. Latissimus dorsi, the muscles along the side of your spine. If we were doing triceps, we would bend our arms. And maybe we will do that. Sure, let's do that. Okay, you ready? Arms are straight up. Now we're going to bend them. These ones are called skull crushers. I think you can see why. Although I hope you don't demonstrate why. No skull crushing allowed. How are your glutes doing? I'm feeling mine. Still pressing into the floor with heels. Still squeezing knees toward each other. And let's just do this last one. And then we're going to bring our weights in. And we're going to come and sit up. How's that? A little upper body? Okay, a little swivel of the hips because we're going to do all of those one more time. And then we're going to switch things up. Okay, so what did we start with? We started with chest press, right? Okay, so we're going to be in the same position, right? Walk ourselves out. You know what? In between, let's do a few of those punches. So forget what I said about doing the same thing over. We will, but first we're going to roll down just a little bit so that the ball is more in our lower back. And we're going to punch across, crunch up, push across, crunches and punches, as I like to say, just because it rhymes. Here we go. Push across. Inhale down here. Exhale here. And keep it going. Push. You can put your weights down for this one. You don't have to use weights. You don't have to use weights for any of them. Body weight is good. Exercise too. Here we go. That's what we'll be doing outside probably. You can bring weights, but I'm planning for just body weight. And across. One more each side. Okay. Last one. And there we go. Okay, I thought of something else too. Let's just put our weights down for a second and do a little stretch here. A little bit of a stretch before we go into that second set of upper body exercises. So stretch it out here. Stretching your pectoral muscles, just draped over the ball. If you want to push yourself a little bit farther back, you can do that. Decide what you feel like today. Okay. And then just roll it back in. Come on up to sitting. And let's get our weights again. One more set of upper body, and then we're moving on. Okay, so starting in the center of the ball, with feet, I don't know, about shoulder width, right? Okay, down we go. Walk it out. Okay, before you get your arms going, let's check that our heels are pressing into the floor. Knees are toward each other. They're not out here. They're pressed in. I don't know if you can see that anyway when I'm sideways, but okay. And speaking of butt, your glutes are squeezed, so your hips are up. Let's go chest pressing. Chest pressing up and down. Just straight up. Sometimes your weights touch in the middle, or you can just press them straight up. But try to keep a little piece of your mind on your glutes as well, so that you're working those the whole time too. Let's go 5 more seconds, and then we're going to change it to our chest flies, which are up here. Let's do 2 at a time. Okay, can you see them both out of the corner of your eye? I hope so. You don't want to go too far down, because that's, I don't know, that's, can be injurious to your health. So let's just keep it going like this. Squeezing glutes, pressing heels into the floor. A few more seconds of these, and then we're going to do those overhead lat ones. Okay, when we come up, let's go overhead now. Overhead, then back up. This one with straight arms is the one that's really going to pull on your core, so make sure you're holding it nice and strong. Nice and strong. Now pull on your back and your core, but you really need to stabilize. So keep it nice and strong here. Overhead. And again. I think we have time for 2 more. Here's one. And here's the last one. And then the last exercise is triceps. So just bend your arms so the weights fall behind your head. Bring them back up. Bend and straighten. Check your glutes. Are you still pressing into the floor with your heels? Yes, good. Excellent. A few more of these to take us to 30 seconds. And then we're going to walk back up in about, let's see, 3 seconds. So time for this one. And then bring your weights in. And then come on up to sitting on the ball. Nicely done. Good. All right, I'm going to get my weights out of the way. Where's the best out of the way place? I'm not sure. How are we doing for time? Oh, well, let's see. Okay, let's do a couple of things that we did sitting on the ball with no weights. We did that crazy crab toe touch one. I don't know why it's called crab toe touch. I'm not sure how a crab is involved in this at all, unless you're feeling grumpy. That kind of crab. Okay, looks like a cross toe touch, because we're going to take one hand here, one foot there, and try to touch them. What do you think? Well, without falling off the ball. Did I mention that part? Yeah, without falling off. Okay, so make sure you're set up nicely, leaning back to where you feel it, and then it's going to be pretty funny if I roll off the ball in our last online workout. I hate to say last, because who knows? With COVID, we're still going to be careful, right? Yes, we are. With all our COVID stuff. Woo! Even though things are opening up like crazy in the next month or so. Okay. Such a Debbie Downer. Sorry. Let's do one more each side. 1 and 1 and sweat. Good. All right. We're good. Okay. Swivel those hips a bit, loosen them up. I think we're going to go right to some kneeling ones. So again, this is where you might want a mat. I have a squishy floor, so I'm just going to use that. But yes, we have a few kneeling ones. Yeah, I'm just looking at how much time we have. I was going to add a few more things, but don't know that we have time. Oh, let's do this one quickly. Okay, ball is beside you. We're just going up. Fire hydrant kind of lift. All right? So lifting up, holding everything nice and still up top. Just your lower leg is moving. Got the ball here for balance. And up. Oh, and I forgot to look at where the clock started. But I'm going to take a guess and say that we have about 10 more seconds. How's that sound? Nice and slowly lift that leg up and up and up. Okay, let's do just a couple of these. I don't know if I have enough room, so I'm going to slide over. Same leg, straight this time. Lift it up in front, lift it up and back. Drawing a little arc as you go forward and back. You may be a little bit leaned over with this one, or I can see that I am. It's hard to stay completely upright for this one. Let's just go back and forth and to the middle, and we will change. Ready? Same thing, other side, up to one side. If you find that kneeling bothers your knees, you can do this standing up too, or you can do it like this, although that doesn't really change the kneeling aspect of it, does it? You can just do it as a side leg lift, standing up. I say that because I can feel my one knee, so it makes me think maybe others feel their knee. Let's just keep it going a couple more times. This time has gone by fast, has it? For you too? Is that just me today? Sheesh. Seems really fast. I can't believe it's almost 10-2. And up. Okay, let's take our leg out straight and go forward and back. So again, you might be leaning toward the ball a bit more with this one. Straight leg. There are my weights that I supposedly moved out of the way. Forward and back. Touching in front, touching in back. Maybe feel your glutes here. Yeah, feel mine. Forward. Okay, and do one more time. Forward and then back to the center. Nice. Okay. If you need to give your knees a break, then just come on up. Oh, here's Juno to say hello. Come here, come right here and say hi. Say hello to everybody. Yes, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let's do a ball roll out. She was jingling here today because we had the collar off in the house. Okay, we're going to do those rollouts. Everybody's favorite, I'm sure. So either hands on the ball or forearms on the ball. But the key is to keep your hip bones pointing toward the ball. So you're not doing this. Although we did do an exercise similar to that. We're going like this. So squeeze your glutes like we were doing on the ball earlier. Squeeze your glutes. Press your hips forward. Lean forward. As far as you can go. Maybe you feel a little shake. That's a good thing. Just means all those little muscles are doing their job of trying to stabilize. And pushing out. And I see my water bottle over there, and I realized I really didn't give us any drink breaks. So I did say it though. So hopefully you took one if you needed it. Or took several. Not a lot of cardio today, so I don't seem to work up the same thirst, although please have a drink after class, if not during. I'm certainly going to. How's that rolling out going? Are you keeping a straight line from head to heels? Good. Let's change it a tiny bit. We're going to go diagonally a little bit. Ready? Here we go. Out to one side and back in. And then out to the other side and back in. Still keeping that nice straight line from head down to knees. Hip bones are pointing forward. A little trickier going diagonally. Let's just do one more on each side. How are your knees holding up? They're not bothering you, I hope. I hope not, because this one, I'm not sure how to modify it. I guess you could roll the ball up the wall while you're standing. That would be good too. Okay, one more forward one that we're going to hold. Excuse me. Ready, straight. Squeeze the glutes. Lean forward. Let's hold it. Either on hands or on forearms. Whichever one works for you. I seem to prefer my hands. Okay, hold on, and then roll it back in. Good, nicely done. Just a couple more, and then we will move on to stretching. Okay, this is one we did last week too. Excuse me, it's all that talk of water. Now I'm needing a drink. Okay, roll your shoulders back, lean your body back, nice strong core. Let's hold the body, let's hold the body. Let's hold the ball at eye level. And we're just going to kick up to it. Kick up and up. If that's not working for you today, pull your knees in instead. Okay, this is a longer lever, so it's going to maybe affect your back more. So choose your level of difficulty. You can press in with your hands too. If you didn't get enough of those pectoral ones at the beginning of class, press in and kick. Good. How much longer? Well, 5 seconds? Okay, that sounds good. We're just about there, and we are there right now. Excellent. Okay, let's take it into the ball on our lap. We're going to do that isometric one where we're lying on the ground. We're rolling the ball up our legs. Okay, when we get to the top, we press in. Press in here and press your lower back into the floor. Okay, and then roll the ball down. Isometric hold at the top. Hands and feet press together. Back presses into the floor. Hold it here. And then roll it down. Back up again. Hands and feet push it together and back presses into the floor. Remember the back part too. Very important as well. Again, it doesn't look like much, but I can certainly feel this one. I hope you can too. Press in, press down. Roll it down. Up we go. Press in, press down. Go, 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 go. Let's do one more, and we're going to hold it for 5 seconds. Ready? Press in for 1,000, 2,000. Press in, 4,000, 5,000. Roll it down. Do we have time for one more? Oh, we should probably stretch. Okay. Ooh, you can tell I'm torn. The last one was going to be dead bug, but I think we're good. Are we good? I hope so. Okay, let us take it into a full body stretch here. The ball has rolled away. And we're just going to take it into a big, big stretch. Stretch it out. Kicking out through your heels, reaching out through your fingertips. And then let's bring our legs in. And just roll side to side a little bit. Okay, rolling side to side. And since we have the ball, I think we will stretch with the ball. So, come on up. Actually, don't come up yet. If you don't want to, let's do our back over the ball. We often do Alexander shoulder stretch, this one, so which is good for shoulders and chest. So this one on the ball is good for shoulders and chest. This is the one where you're just opening up over the ball. Okay, you can be low down here, bum close to the floor, or you can be way back here, trying to do a bridge. And I'm wondering if it's still possible after all these years. That's what I always wonder every time I do this. But see how this hand is not on the floor? I don't know. Anyway, it's a lovely stretch. Lovely stretch. We could just stay here for 10 minutes. No, let's come on up. So roll yourself up nice and slowly. And then just walk yourself onto sitting on the ball. Okay? As I said before, wide feet gives you nice stability. And that's what we want for our next stretch anyway. I'm just going to move back a tiny bit. So I'm fully in the frame. Well, mostly fully. Okay, so I'm sitting a little bit farther forward on the ball, not quite in the middle, so that I can get forward. Nice and straight and tall. Toes are pointing up toward the ceiling. And I'm just going to push my hips back and hinge forward. Hinge forward. What I'm trying to get here is hamstrings and the muscles and fascia in the back of my legs. Right up to my toes, maybe. If you're lucky, maybe you'll feel it right to there. Okay, so exhale down, come on up on an inhale, and then exhale down again. See how low you can go. I hold on to the back of the ball because it feels like it's going to keep it from shooting out. Trust issues again, but you can put your hands on the floor or your feet or, I don't know, wherever you like. Inhale up, let's do it one more time. Ready, so flat back, as low as you want to go, as low as those hamstrings will let you go. And then come on up. Okay, the next one is a glutes one, and it's a little bit, it's a lot less stable. So if you want to do it close to a wall so that you can hold on, you can do that. Okay, we're going to cross one ankle on our knee. So very small base of support here. One foot. And we are going to, if you want, you can press down on your knee a little bit. You can also do this one, of course, lying on the floor. You'd be on your back, and then you cross your ankle on knee for that one. We do that lots. Every class, pretty much. But if you want to try it on the ball, here we are. Okay, just hinging forward. Same kind of flat back for this one, right? Flat back, flat back. Leaning forward a little bit. Hinging forward. Leaning makes me think of a rounded back. So we just kind of bring our chest down toward our shin, and you feel it in the top leg, ideally. Okay, let's switch it out. Cross other ankle on knee. Okay, get yourself stable, or use a wall if you need to or want to. And then just simply hinge forward. Hinge forward. Okay, I'm just trying rolling the ball back a little bit. Makes a difference too. Any kind of change you make in the angles of your legs is going to change where you feel the stretch. So you can play around with it a little bit. Just slowly. Okay. And then come on up on an inhale. Let's do it one more time. Ready? Going down. Hinging forward. Nice flat back. Down, down, down. And then come on up. Nicely done. If you're on your back on the floor, let's all come on up to our feet. And let's do a side one. So you can't see my toes anyway, but they're pointing forward. Actually, I'm going to take a wider stance even. And I'm going to go down to one side. Roll the ball past the leg that you're sitting into. So you're really trying to sit into this leg. Okay, knee is behind toes. This leg straight. You're feeling the stretch here maybe. You can lift the sole of your foot off the floor, or you can lift your whole foot except the heel off the floor. Up to you. Okay, and then just come on down with your foot, up with your body, and roll to the other side. Same thing, other side. So try to keep a nice straight leg, nice bent leg. Lift the sole of your foot to increase the stretch, or lift your whole foot except your heel to increase it even more. And then we will come on back. Let's just swivel our feet so that we're in a split stance. Okay. Bring your knee down to the floor if you like. You certainly don't have to. You can leave it up here. Okay. When I'm low down here with the ball, I like it on the floor. So you decide what you like. Roll the ball away a bit. I'm trying to stretch hip flexors here. So see where you feel it. Okay, and then we're going to come up and roll the ball the other way. Swivel so that your other foot is forward. And we'll get the other set of hip flexors. I was going to say hamstrings. Over we go. Stretch it out. Okay, either with your knee off the ground, or on the ground. Let's bring the ball in, and we'll do a shoulder one. So hands on the ball. Actually, we can do a child's pose too. That's a nice back one. Again, if you don't like this with the ball, just have your hands on the floor. Okay. All right, or hands on the ball. Pushing away, and then The next one we're going to do is sliding our hand underneath. So palm up. See if you can get that shoulder toward the floor. Other hand is on the ball. Press the back of your hand into the floor. Okay. Thumb is up. It's similar to that one we do where we go like this. Except this time you're using the floor to kind of to help you out. Okay. So other side. Stretch that arm out underneath you. Press your whole arm into the floor as much as you can. Get that shoulder close to the floor. Pressing down. Nice. And then let's just come on up. Up, up, up. Let's come all the way up to our feet. We'll do quads and then I think we will wrap things up. So holding one foot in your hand. You can use the wall or the ball for balance. Or you can just stand on one foot because maybe you're feeling pretty good and balanced. Okay, are you kicking shoelaces into your hand? Good. Excellent. Nice and straight and tall. Okay, and then we'll just let that one go. And let's do the same thing with the other foot. Trying to kick your shoelaces into your hand, trying to have your knee pointing toward the floor. And trying not to fall over. That's what the wall is for. Just press in. And what else? I think we'll do one more arm one, which is lacing our fingers. Okay, and then we're going to press away. Pretend you have a big ball right in between here. And you're pressing away. So open up the shoulder blades. Round your back. Only now, though, not the rest of the day. The rest of the day, we're going to be like this. With our shoulders back, head up, feeling nice and strong. Good. Nice, so lace your fingers in back just to open up those shoulders a little bit. Okay. Oh, and I better wrap things up. Getting too excited about the stretching. Okay, and maybe you can do calves later too. So much that could be stretched. Never enough time. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. So possibly our last online class for a while. So I will see you outside, I hope, or somewhere out and about. Thanks, everyone. Bye.